I'm Malcolm Van Delst, this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing. We're in book 2. Do the Wrong Thing is a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, "I don't know why I tried to do this," and by way of explanation tells her life story. Previously in Do the Wrong Thing, Ava, ill-suited to dorm life, begins it anyway. She's pranked at an orientation event and fails to get financial aid. I'm going to read an edit to the piece I read last week, edited mostly per Matthew's great suggestions. Thanks, Matthew. Then I'll skip to the rest of the chapter. By the way, I'm going to actually try to read this whole thing, so I'll read fast, but yeah. So this chapter is called Breaking, and this is the piece from last week that I've re-edited. 2 days later, another orientation event, a dance for 3 residences only. Macklin, my co-ed one, the boys' hall called Lawrence, and the girls' Robinson. I follow signs through a maze of hallways and up staircases to find the entrance. It's in one of those huge spaces with a pulled back accordion wall at the halfway mark. Right inside the door, a girl sits on a long wooden table checking IDs. Beneath her dangling feet, under the table, a large frothy beer puddle. Loudspeakers on the stage at the other end of the room blast music similar to the Stray Cats. Half-hearted lights send out slivers of color. Clumps of students all clutching red plastic cups collect in groups. Everywhere, beer puddles. I join a slouch-shouldered Macklin Hall clan. We sip from our cups and dart glances at each other. 2 guys confer, then address the group. "Anyone want to head to the Scholar?" Darts, nervous nods, and the draining of cups. I can drink, a lot. I've been practicing since I decided to become a writer. Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Bukowski, Dylan Thomas, writers drink. I'm careful though. The goal is writer, not drunk. Straight whiskey or scotch when I can, or beer when they're not available. I hold my liquor like a cowboy in a Western. I don't drink when I'm driving, of course, and this is not about fun. Our little Macklin group makes its way to the pub. There, we take a table beside a small dance floor. We talk, well, others do. I drink. A second-year biology student sits beside me. "You want to dance?" he asks. No, but I can't say that. I move my hips awkwardly. I haven't danced in 2 years. When things started going bad with Mom, I will not be like her, I swore. Mom loves to dance. She's like Cinderella when she's going out, happy, excited, laughing. Dad hates it. When we sit down, I sip my beer. What? Everyone laughs as I spit out a slimy glob. Then I notice the transparent layer on top of my drink. A giddy grad student named Gilead leans over. "It's lube," he says as the group continues to laugh. "You're a freshman. This is what happens," someone else addresses my disgust. It's true. I've heard of these orientation week pranks. I smile weakly. The oilness in my mouth grosses me out. Someone gives me a fresh beer, which I drink quickly. Then there's the sections about Ava's appearance and how she wants to be perfect, her roommate moving out, financial aid, and the description of Macklin Hall, which ends with these lines. "The desks my dad made for Sandra and I would be right at home with these couches, minus the 'I will never be clean again' characteristic." Huh. Should I be happy he made such rugged things or sad that he furnished our rooms with inelegant objects? Though co-ed, there are girls' floors and boys' floors, staggered like a gender layer cake. New roommate. Tessie is bubbly, chubby, and blonde, like the girl 3 doors down who pulled up the zipper on her jeans with a hanger, but that's where the resemblance ends. Tessie addresses me as if she's my mother and I'm her child. It isn't demeaning once you realize she talks to everyone like that. My bed feels unusually hard, so I flip up the mattress to discover a piece of plywood underneath it. Tessie helps me remove the wood. As we turn the board over, we see a big, crude painting of an erect penis with a sort of medieval fence around it. The words "Tower of Power" arch over the top. We laugh, maneuvering the hidden artwork out of our room and into a dumpster. Macklin Hall parties always happen on the boys' floors. Shortly after orientation week at one of these, the biology student who asked me to dance at the pub watches me from a doorway. Then he approaches to say hi, but afterwards merely stands beside me, mute. He's tall, thin, and good-looking, but his silence is irksome. We're in a group of 4 listening to a lanky, gregarious redhead with the imposing name of Bradford Manchester. I'm watching the boys' floor captain. a handsome, dark-haired grad student who's in a band. I think he's watching me too. He is. At the end of the night, he invites me back to his room. "You can sit down," he says, motioning to his bed as he closes the door behind him. The light over a fish tank on his desk provides the only illumination. I sit. He stretches out beside me and pats the bed, smiling. I grimace, though it's supposed to be a smile, and heart pounding, lie down. He leans over and kisses me. I try to kiss back, but my mouth is dry. I watch the piranha in the fish tank, sedentary, staring at us with its mouth open. There's a paperback in front of the tank, Catch 22, with its distinctive royal blue cover and stylized red figure at the bottom corner. I suppose it's meant to be a witty comment on the piranha, but does this guy even know what a Catch 22 is? The floor captain sits up. "I've got an early class," he says. "Okay," I say. "I've barely moved since we started this, what, foreplay?" "Honestly, I've been trying to kiss him, but Catch 22 is distracting me. Shouldn't he be smarter than me? He's a grad student. Why does he not know what a Catch 22 is? He is handsome. He's studying law and he's in a band. All the girls would be so jealous. But my body, it's like a corpse." "I'll call you," he says. He doesn't. It's my birthday and one of my favorite bands, ZZ Top, is playing in Concord. "Who wants to go?" I ask my dorm mates. No one. I keep asking. Bradford, Manchester, decides to take me up at the last minute. Then the biology student says he wants to go too. I have one memory of the concert. At least I think it's a memory. Music throbs so loud, conversation is impossible. The band, two guitarists with extremely long beards and a bald, clean-shaven drummer, perform. The drummer's last name is Beard. I think this is fantastic. The only guy in the band whose name is Beard doesn't have one. The band look like Ken dolls from where we are. Thin, black-clad, guitarists with cocked hips and, of course, swaying beards. I turn to Bradford and the biology student, but I don't see them. Instead, I see myself, or the girl who's supposed to be me. She's got a thin, soft, curving cheek, regular-sized lips, and a dainty nose. Her hair is blonder, thinner and less curly than mine. Her skin is healthier looking. She sits forward, smiling, turning to look at the guys. That's it. Music everywhere, and a person who isn't me. I don't know if every Macklin floor has a library, but ours does. A squarish room, no windows, lined on 3 walls with half-full bookshelves. I come here when the regular library closes. No one else uses it. It's all mine. I'm the Macklin Hall Library ghost. I scrawl it hesitantly, then quickly, inside my dad's birthday card. "What did you do with those colored pastels that were in your school bag?" Sandra and I found a soft, brown leather school bag at the back of an upstairs closet when we were kids. It contained weathered brown notebooks with thick yellow pages, Don Mueller scrawled on the inside covers in fading pencil. We couldn't read anything else because it was in German. I know Dad won't answer my question. The incongruity of my silent, hardworking, and practical father with the colorful, joyful batons sticks in my mind. Did he once dream of being an artist, or were the pastels simply meant for some agricultural college geography assignment? I bet my mom won't set the card out with the others, because then it'll be there for anyone to read. Jim Morrison howls and whoops, blotting out as much of life as I can make him. I'm writhing on Luke's bed in the little bedroom you have to walk through to get to the one Sandra and I used to share. Home for the weekend, I had a big fight with my parents. Break on through, make it go away, I scream. I'm on my knees, pulling my hair because it distracts from the pain in my heart. You know, the day destroys the night. Make me go crazy. Anything, God, I'd rather be crazy than feel this. I lose myself in the music blaring from the record player on Luke's desk, crying and screaming in some warped anti-sexual dance until I'm spent. Mom and Dad are in the barn. Sandra, Luke, and Christian downstairs watching TV. None of them come up to check on me because I'm older, higher on the totem pole, and allowed to do what I want. In the ensuing silence, the TV's canned laughter floats upstairs as I watch day fade, night come to life. I don't hold my breath. I merely don't breathe, then watch my body do it for me. Why can't I always be like this? Kind of dead, feeling my fingers and toes from the inside as if they're bloated, as if there was no skin holding the insides together. Big, puffed up with air, insulated. I want to be insulated. And the footnote on the card, she didn't set it out. I still don't know why Dad owned pastels and now he's gone.